going to show you a sneak peek of some new product, and most of you have probably seen it. This is the Hues of Happiness paper. It's a new suite in the catalog. It is, to me, I'm a flower person. I know some people don't love the flowers, but the colors, even though as a florist, as a past florist, they're not natural, but they're just beautiful to me. So it comes with the floral pieces here. Beautiful. We're going to use some of these. What's nice about these is like on this page, I'll just tell you before I move on, the dies will cut them out. So it's really, really nice. You can cut out the pieces, and that's what we did. And then the back side is these nice kind of brush stroked ombre. I'm going to say ombre even though they're multiple colors of painting, and then there's a couple small patterns. So this is what we're going to use today. I'm going to do a card. If you've been around, you know I'm a super huge girl fan of Jennifer McGuire. She's not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. She's just a stamper, and I'm super big girl fan of hers. And she did a card the other day. I'm just going to show you I'm going to show you one. So you might not be able to see it. Hers was a little bit different. I think mine turned out really super cute. So it's actually a see-through card. So the front is cut out. I'm going to show you so you can see. And this is actually placed on a window sheet. So her cutout was a little bit bigger, so it did show a little bit better. But I think that you'll get the idea. It's fun that you can see right through it. I'm trying to think what I could put under it that might show. It's darker, but you can see the color right through it as I move it along the card, because you've got a window sheet in there. So I'm going to show you this how to do this really cute card. Oh, Gail got her catalog. I'm glad. It's beautiful. Hi, Hannah. Jenny says hi too. What was the paper pack name? Hues of Happiness is the, I don't have the backing right here, but Hues of Happiness is the suite in the catalog. And I don't know if the paper is Hues of Happiness. The dies are Blossoming Happiness dies. So they all have little different names. So I'm using the Amazing Thanks dies. So they've got this cutout, and then they've got the actual words. So this has got the bigger cutout, and then these are the words that we're going to use. So the I'm looking at the comments. Normally I don't look at the comments for Teach Me Tuesday, but coffee class I do. Oh, I do not know. I'm actually on for once, because I'm in Florida on good internet. But so you're using the Amazing Thanks dies. These are ones I didn't actually have. I had to, when the catalog was transitioning and I saw that they were staying in, I had to go grab them because I went to use them one day thinking I had them and I didn't. And so I thought, well, that's just crazy. So we're going to focus mostly on the border die, and I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. What I've got here, these are the pieces that you'll need. You need a either a stamped, you can stamp a front, you can blending brush. I just took a piece of the paper from the Hues of Happiness, and it is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then you need a piece of white paper that's 4 inches by 5 1/4 for your inside to hide your window sheet. And then I am using thick basic white that is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. So 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. I'm going to tip my camera. I'm going to tip my camera down just a little because I tend to work off camera, and so I need it a little closer to me. Okay, so you'll need the 2 pieces that are 4 by 5 1/4. One would be your stamped front or your designer series paper, and then one would be for your inside, whatever matches your card base probably would be the best. Or if you were using a colored card base, then you could use white. And then this is a basic white 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. So what we're going to do is we're going to start first by folding our card in half. I'm going to actually bring in my scoring blade, because when you are using, here's a little tip, when you're using thick, the fibers tend to break. So it's always good to score your card before you fold it so you don't have broken fibers here on the fold. So that's just my little tip for using thick paper. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to lay my cardstock or my designer series paper right on top. I did not bring any, I'm with limited supplies. I did not bring any washi tape with me. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to bring my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine right up here to the desk. Let's see if you can see it okay. Yes, I think so. And I'm going to try to lay it on here without tape because I tried it with, the only tape I brought was some green tape, some painter's tape. I've kind of tried to get the sticky off, but I'm afraid if I run it through again, it just was kind of a nightmare. So I'm going to try it without and see if I can do it and try to get it not to move. So you're going to lay it right on your designer series paper on your card open and run it through your machine. I'm just reading the messages while I cut this. I'm glad because I've been really, I'll say lax about posting ahead. Jenny said at least she got a notification, so I'm glad you guys are here. Once you cut it out once like that, you're going to take your card and fold it. That's why you're going to want it to be, use your bone folder and get a good crease so it lays flat. Then you're going to take that die and you're going to lay it right in there. And then now it's going to be easy because, let me put it in the camera, because now it's like a puzzle piece, right? So now you just lay it in, just like that, and run it through again. Okay, now hopefully that cut the back out. Don't throw these pieces away. We're going to use those. And you're going to wonder why. Then you're going to take your front of your card and your inside. And these are the same size. Just like this. So now, for perfect placement, I'm going to run that through, get it straight. And I'm going to puzzle piece this in. So there's 3 times you have to run this through. Just like that. Make sure I'm straight since I'm not using tape. Oh, I'm comfortable with that. It's not perfect, so it'll be a little off on the inside, but I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with that. Okay. All right, so we can pop that out. And then what we're going to do, we've got those pieces. Now we're going to change dies. We're going to get rid of this open die, and we're going to bring in the detail die. And I think I can actually cut 2 of these at once. Let's see. These are both the heavy. I'm going to cut out the detail die right on the top of that so there's no waste. See how I do. If you didn't feel comfortable with this, or if you feel like, oh, it's going to be off, just get a piece of scrap white paper. It's not a big deal. It might have moved a little. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the border. You can just throw that away. Maybe if I peel them apart, most of it will fall away. There we go. Okay, so now I've got my detail die there. This one I'll have to fuss with a little bit. I'm going to get the pieces off here. I'm just throwing them in the trash can. So, okay, so there's 2. Then I should have, I think I've got, did I have one more piece here? I was thinking I did. I should have one more. Let me look. Did it go on the floor? I'll just do what I said for you. Oh, it's on the back of this. There we go. All right, I'm gonna run it through. I want three layers. Okay. All right, so we can just get rid of that. Get my little pokey tool and pull those pieces out. Okay, we're done with this. We'll move that out of the way. All right, so let's bring our pieces in. They all look kind of crazy. I'm gonna finish trying to get rid of the scraps on this. Clean it up a little. So what you're doing is you're just building up a stack of the word amazing. Instead of using dimensionals, since we're using a clear card, and you're gonna see the back, I didn't want to have I didn't want dimensionals. So this will build up the word and sit on the window. So first thing I'm going to do is glue these together. Get rid of that little piece here. What's really nice about this die is that the dot on the eye is attached. I kind of like that. You could change this to be any color front that you want. And I'm just using liquid glue, and I'm going to use this one as my base. And I'm gluing these together, stacking them, and I want you to see how easy they go together. You say that, and that's always when something goes awry, right? But we're not going to say that. Okay, so then they can stick together pretty easily. Okay, so all I'm doing is building up a stack of the word amazing. Then I'm going to finish with the last one. And then I want to show you how to put it together and then finish decorating it. It's a very unique card, and it's really fun in person to see it come together. And just to be like, whoa, how'd they do that? Because your recipient's going to be like, I have no idea how they did that, but that is super cool. Okay, so we're going to set that aside to dry right there. And what you're going to do is you're going to open up your card, and you are going to take a piece of window sheet that fits the back of the inside piece. And I figured a piece that was 4 by about 1 1/4 worked well. And I'm going to outline my word amazing. And I'm going to try to get in these little bits and pieces here so that they lay flat on my window sheet. Okay. Once you put your window sheet on, you're not going to want to do a lot of moving around. You just want to make sure you're covered and kind of tap it down. So you don't want to get glue on the front there. And then once you have it, if you need to do any trimming on the sides, you can do that now. Otherwise, I'm going to glue it to the inside of my card. So that's how you're sandwiching your window sheet. And you want to slide it. Actually, whoa, that's not bad. This was better than my first card. Slide it in like that. Then you're going to lay on your front. And again, you want to get in those little pieces that are going to overlay so they're not getting caught. And then lay that on. And this could be really pretty if you stamped it. The one I saw was all stamped. It was beautiful. But I'm using this paper, so it was beautiful in its own right. All right, so now we can open it up and add our word amazing. Have I lost anybody yet? Are you guys still with me? Is this something you think you might do? It's really not hard. I mean, it takes a few runs through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but it's really a fun project. I think your someone would really love receiving this. Okay, so now I'm gonna get that right in on my window sheet. So see what I'm saying? There's not a lot of window showing, but it's definitely showing. Take some scrap paper so I don't get glue all over. See how I did? Okay. So there you go. Now I'm gonna finish by decorating this. I have a whole smattering of I cut all these out from the paper. You could stamp them. I just cut out the paper. I also used the words "You really are" because I wanted "You really are amazing," and I used it from Slim Sayings. Hi Kathleen, happy birthday to you. It's her birthday today. So I'm going to use a couple of small mini Stampin' Dimensionals and pop up my greeting. Got that one off a little bit. I'm going to take my snips and trim that because I don't want to see that. Okay, and then we're just going to add you really are amazing. That would be nice if it was straight. And then let's decorate the card. So we got so many possibilities. I'm just going to lay out some pieces. I love this pink. This pink is so pretty. But I love the yellow too. I can't decide. I may overflower this one because that's a little bit big. I may just maybe I'll do yellow. Yellow and pink on this one. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We'll add some greenery. How am I doing? I like that. This might have to go. See if this old floral designer's lost her touch or not. Oh, I'm kind of loving that. What do you think of that? Yellow. Oh, yes, good. I'm glad you like the yellow. Okay, so let's glue this down. Let's start here because we've got to add some embellishments to this. Some new. I'm trying to decide which way to go on this. Once you have it down, sometimes it's hard to, then you don't want to pick it up. I'm going to glue these at the same time, tuck them together. Oh yes, and make sure you're commenting. I really do send the projects to somebody. I do a random comment generator and send this card. I will send one of the cards to somebody. So please comment if you're watching. Let me know what you think. Then I've got these new, I should know the name of them, but I don't. I thought I did really good today by having most of the information. So these, though, I don't think that camera will do them justice, but I'm going to show you. They have like a prism in them. I don't know how else to describe it. They're like iridescent. They are really, really, really beautiful. So I'm going to do the blue. I need a couple here. I got my hair. My hair is everywhere here. And then one big one. I never know. I think I'm just gonna go around the amazing. I don't know. What do you think here? It could be pretty. So here's a card. Oh, isn't it pretty? And then you open it up and then you can write your message and it's a see-through card. Now, one thing I didn't do and you could do is you could cut one more and lay it on the back side to cover the glue. I don't really see the glue. It doesn't really bother me. So yeah. so I didn't do it, but you could. But there's in this amazing thanks, there's also the word thanks. So and you are. Let me get those out. I just got these, so I haven't got them on my sheets yet. So there's a thanks that would be really pretty, and then you are has also ones that you could cut. So what do you think about that? Let me show you the other card. So here's the two cards. These pretty flowers I cut out with this beautiful paper. I got to think of some way to use this. So, and also, so I cut out, I'll just talk a little bit. Still got time. This was the one from the other card. And then I was so careful on the first one, and I got this border, and I thought, okay, that's kind of cool too. So I think I could do something. Do you leave these pieces on your desk? I always leave these pieces on my desk, and then I'm always like, what can I do with that? What can I do with that? So I'm gonna get this one to lay a little flatter for you. So if you want to take a little screenshot or something, you have that. I'm gonna put it right up there. Move these off the screen. I'm gonna put that down there just so you can see it. If you're a shopper and you're looking to get something out of the new catalog this goes live. These papers go live on May the 3rd, but the amazing thanks dies are available now, so you can grab them with that host code. Sandy asked if she could case those cards. Oh, absolutely. That's why I do it. So yes, please. I'm doing this so that you can take the total idea. But isn't it beautiful? I think it is so cool. And I love the way that amazing just pops because you've done layers. And you could even do 4 or 5 layers, and then it would even be super really stick out in the front, which I think could be kind of cool too. So